I pop into existence with a loud boop and instantly regret everything. 1 second I'm chilling, the next I'm standing on a cracked lava surface hotter than my entire search history. Welcome to the Hadean era, I say, pretending not to panic while dodging fireballs. The sky is so full of meteors, it looks like the universe is playing dodgeball with me as the unwilling main character. My stick feet start smoking like overworked engine parts while I hop from rock to rock. The air tastes like burnt metal mixed with despair, and the ground rumbles as if the planet is still deciding if it even wants to exist. Fun fact, I tell no one, Boomy was basically a cosmic pressure cooker. Then a chunk of molten something splashes nearby, proving my point aggressively. A massive shadow covers me, and I barely leap aside as a meteor the size of my hopes slams into the ground. The shockwave yeets me 50 meters away. Great, I shout midair. At this rate, I'll be charcoal by lunchtime. But surprisingly, I land on a floating chunk of cooled crust. It wobbles violently, but hey, stability is overrated. The ground suddenly tears open, revealing a river of glowing magma. I sprint like a stickman possessed, narrating between gasps. So if you ever wondered why Earth started so spicy, this is why. The atmosphere crackles with toxic steam, and even though I don't have lungs, I swear I can feel them cloying. A portal erupts beneath me like a swirling escape hatch for idiots. Thank you, mystery wormhole. I dive in without hesitation. The world blurs into icy white, and the temperature drops so fast my stick arms stiffen up. I land face first on a sheet of frozen earth. Welcome to Snowball Earth, I mumble through the ice. Everything is white, everything is cold, everything hurts. A blizzard slaps me repeatedly like nature's personal insult. I try to stand only to slide 10 meters backward like a malfunctioning penguin. Fun reminder, I narrate while shivering dramatically. Scientists think the whole planet once froze over. 0 stars, would not visit again. The wind yeets me into an ice cave where I spin on the floor like a dropped coin. At least there's no lava here, I say, seconds before a chunk of ice collapses beside me. The echo booms like a giant knocking. I inch forward, slipping every 3 steps because my feet have the traction of wet soap. I spot faint evidence of microscopic life frozen inside the walls, tiny survivors trapped in time. These little guys are tougher than me, and I once survived being kicked by a T-Rex. Oh wait, that hasn't happened yet. The cave shakes with another gust, and a fresh portal tears open like reality giving up on me again. I stumble out into a humid jungle that smells like plants, mud, and prehistoric danger. Leaves bigger than my entire body block the sun, and the ground vibrates with heavy footsteps. Oh no, I whisper. I know this vibe. A dinosaur roars in the distance, and instantly my narrator voice cracks. Yep, Cretaceous period, fantastic. A raptor spots me. I scream, it screams, we both scream for different reasons. I sprint through the underbrush while trying to narrate, so dinosaurs, big, fast, unfairly athletic. The raptor snaps at my heels, and I leap onto a fallen log which immediately breaks under my non-existent weight because of course it does. I crash into a clearing only to lock eyes with a towering triceratops. It stares, I stare, the raptor behind me also stares. Then everyone charges at once. I zigzag through prehistoric chaos, yelling random facts like, the Cretaceous was super warm and full of biodiversity, also full of teeth. The sky darkens, not from clouds, but from a flaming object streaking downward. Oh great, the extinction event, I groan. Dinosaurs panic around me as the meteor's shockwave approaches. Trust me, you do not want to see what happens next. A bright flash swallows everything, except me, because the universe loves suffering me slowly. I tumble into an ocean that tastes like metal soup. Strange cyanobacteria bob around like cheerful but possibly murderous jelly beans. Welcome to the great oxygenation event, I say, paddling awkwardly. This is the moment Earth invented breathable air. Well, breathable for future creatures, not the ones currently living. The little microbes release tiny bubbles that pop against my stick face. Back then, oxygen was basically a toxic waste product. Imagine exhaling something so dangerous it wipes out most life on Earth. One blob bumps into me and burps out more oxygen, sending me spinning like a glitching fidget spinner. Currents pull me deeper as mats of cyanobacteria swirl into patterns like alien carpets. I wave politely at them, unsure if they're friendly or plotting my slow demise. These guys changed the entire planet, which is wild, considering I could squish them with one finger, if I had fingers. A whirlpool forms without warning, dragging me down like the ocean is trying to reset the timeline. Okay, leaving. Thank you for the history lesson, I shout before being sucked into another portal. When I open my eyes again, the world is quiet. Too quiet. And incredibly hot. Sand stretches endlessly. The sky is pale, almost white. Heat distorts everything, making the horizon wobble like jelly. This, I sigh, is future Earth. A few billion years from now, when the sun gets brighter and the oceans have mostly evaporated. I step forward and instantly regret it. The ground feels like a frying pan. I spot the last puddle of water shimmering weakly. I rush toward it, only to watch it evaporate in seconds. Rude, I mutter. The air vibrates from heat so intense it feels like the planet is exhaling fire. Even as a stickman, I swear I'm melting. This is what happens when the sun refuses to chill. Chunks of earth crack open as the atmosphere thickens with scorching haze. I try shading myself with a broken metal panel I found. It bursts into flames. Okay, no shade. Got it. The wind is so hot it whistles like an oven preheating. Every breath feels like inhaling angry sunlight. Right as I start to liquefy into a sad stick puddle, a final portal opens beneath me. I fall through and land back in my own time, steaming like freshly microwaved leftovers. And that, I pant, is why you should never press mysterious glowing buttons. I walk away until another glowing button appears. I stare at it. It stares back. This won't end well.